Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video let's do the unboxing of the Poco X2. And this is a new Poco after a long time. If you recall, the Poco F1 came almost about 1.5 years ago, and we were expecting a new Poco device. So finally we have this, and this is the known as the X2. And over here, if you see, these are actually the name of the developers and testers who helped creating this one. So yeah. And at the back, as you can see, it's supposed to have a 6.67 inch screen, but they are giving a 120 hertz screen, which we haven't seen in this price range. I don't know the pricing, guys, because this is a review unit, they have removed it, but I'm assuming the pricing will be very close to the Realme X2, so hopefully around 16, 17 or something like that. Let's see when we get that. And this also says the flagship camera, 64 megapixel. It's actually having a 64 megapixel main sensor. That's a Sony sensor, and we have a quad camera setup. We'll talk about it later. And it's powered by the Snapdragon 730G SoC, and has a 4500 milliamp hour battery, and it says that it has a 27 watt fast charger that is actually bundled in the box, so that's a good thing. So let me just quickly open this up, and regarding the pricing, guys, I'll leave the link in the description when I have the information. And as you can see, they have sent us the 8GB RAM variant that comes with 256 GB of storage. It will also come with 6 GB of RAM that will have 64 or 128. So let's quickly just open this up, and the box is definitely quite big, as you can see, and it's a yellow bright box that we are getting. So looks like it opens like this. We have the SIM ejector tool over here, and some paperwork and stuff, and we also have a transparent case that we are getting. So let me keep this to the side, and it just says Poco over here, nicely wrapped, and we have in this bright bluish color. Actually looks nice, and the back is actually again glass, guys. I did confirm, and you see this bulge. Actually, it's not a bulge, it's an optical illusion. It's actually flat, but looks pretty cool. Anyways, I'll just keep this to the side, and let's see what else do we get. So quite a bit big box, and USB, hopefully Type-C cable. Yes, I'm assuming. Yes, USB Type-C cable that you're getting, and this big charger. So it's nice to see that they are finally giving a 27 watt charger in the box. So that's what we get. So let me keep this to the side, and now let's have a look at this handset itself. First, let me give you a physical overview. Here we also have an IR blaster on this one, so that's nice, and we also have a secondary noise cancellation microphone. And according to Xiaomi, we have Gorilla Glass on the front as well as on the back, and here we have the volume rocker. And if you notice, the power button is a little bit different. In fact, we have the fingerprint scanner within this one, and you switch it on or also off with this. We have the 3.5mm headphone jack. I'm glad they kept it. Type-C cable, main microphone, speaker, and here we have the SIM trays. Let's look at it, because we get in various storage capacities. The lowest is 64, that will come with 6 GB of RAM, and it's a hybrid solution. They should have gone with the dedicated micro SD card, but this is what we get. Anyways, let's just put this back, and back, if you notice, it's that quad camera setup. Again, this gives an illusion. It's completely flat, guys. It's not bulgy, and though it looks really nice, but this is sort of a fingerprint magnet, so advisable to use it with the case that is supplied. Front, we have the dual camera. The main camera is a 20 megapixel, the secondary is a depth. So let me do one thing. Let's just power it on. Gave me haptic feedback, and by the time it actually boots up and I set it up, let me give you a configuration overview. This Poco X2 is having a 6.67 Full HD Plus IPS LCD screen with 120 Hz refresh rate. It's powered by the Snapdragon 730G SoC, which comes with the Adreno 618 GPU, 6 or 8 GB of RAM. Storage will be 64, 128 or 256. Has that rare quad camera setup. The main camera is a 64 megapixel Sony IMX686. Then we have an 8 megapixel, that's a wide angle. We have have a 2 megapixel, that's for macro, another 2 megapixel, that's for depth. We also have dual front facing camera, that's main is a 20 megapixel and secondary is a 2 megapixel. We also have a 4500 milliamp hour battery with 27 watt fast charging. So guys, I've set up this device, so let's have a closer look at this one now. And this one is having that 6.67 inch full HD plus IPS LCD screen, and a bunch of some apps are installed. MIUI 11 is what we get with this one. So now, and we also have the app tray over here. As you can see, it's giving us some information, and we have some apps that are pre-installed. So again, not completely, let's install this app info, and you can uninstall some of the junk that is there. And when you're setting up the device, it does ask you, so skip, it asks you for a lot of junk apps, so just skip that. And also you get that personalization options, location and what ads and all those things. Here are the screenshots, just disable those options also. And here we have MIUI 11 which comes with Android 10. Some of the quick toggles. Let's go to the settings here. Before I show you about the device, the big thing with this one is that 120 Hertz screen. So let's look at it. And if you go towards the display, here notice that the refresh rate is 120, but you can lower it to 60 Hertz. And I did ask Xiaomi officials about this one. If we always keep it at 120 Hertz, what will happen? They told it's okay. Generally, it should consume about 2% more battery life per hour of screen usage if it's on 120 Hertz, because it is intelligent, they said. If it's static like this, it does not refresh at 120, but when you have something moving or something, yes, then it will refresh. And this 120 Hertz is very difficult to show on camera, guys, because when you scroll and stuff, it is a lot more smoother compared to, what do you say, 60 Hertz display. That's the big difference. So anyways, if we go to about the device over here, as you can see, it's known as the Poco X2 officially also, and this is the 256 GB variant, and out of that roughly about 236, I've actually shot some images, I'll show you. So about 237ish or you could get. And as you can see, if we go to system, this is MIUI version 11 that you are getting, which is actually based on Android 10. So you're getting the latest version of Android with this one. And again, it's typical MIUI. I won't go over it. Again, MIUI 11, the layout of the icons is a lot more improved, I would say, that you can see. And this is powered by the Snapdragon 730G, but what they have done, they have told, is for gamers, this one actually has liquid cooling. So according to Xiaomi, even if you do extended gaming, it should not heat up that much. And now coming to the fingerprint scanner, as I've told you, the fingerprint scanner is over here. So if I just place my hand over here, nothing is happening, but if you press it, it unlocks, and it's very fast. So it acts like a power button also, and that unlocking. And of course, you can also enroll in that face unlocking also. But again, as you can see, this is very fast, and you have to press it. It takes a while to get used to it, but as you can see, it is fast. So no issues regarding that. And again, though it's having that 4500 milliamp hour battery, I would say Xiaomi did a good job in terms of weight balance. I wouldn't say it's very, very light or something, but the weight balance has been done fine on this device. And talking about the processor, the 730G is a fairly, pretty good processor, even in hardcore tasks like gaming and stuff, but it's also pretty power efficient. So I'm assuming with that 4500 milliamp hour battery, this one also should give very good battery life. Again, I'll be testing this device, and hopefully in the next week or two, post its full review when I can share all the details. So this is what it is, MIUI typical, you guys know. And nice to see that IR Blaster has come back. Now again, let's look at the camera, because I feel again this is also a camera centric smartphone, because what Xiaomi has done is that they have put a 64 megapixel sensor. Yes, we have seen it, but now it's the Sony sensor, not the Samsung sensor. So let's look at it. So this is the camera interface. Again, very familiar, not a big difference that I see. And again, very fast. As you can see, you click, you get, we have the 1x, 2x. This is like digital zoom, guys, and this is for the wide angle, as you can see. So you can move between the modes here. And they have also given a dedicated 64 megapixel mode. If you really want that, that is there. And of course, the portrait mode and all those things, the depth effect, you can adjust how much that bokeh effect you want and all those things. and you can see it in real time. That's nice. Actually 1.6, if you notice, the back was blurred. You also have the night mode, panorama mode, and of course the pro mode is also there. So let's just go back to the regular mode, and also it has macro mode. I'll show you some samples later on. And another thing to note is that we also have the AI mode, so you can enable the AI mode if you want, and also HDR is there. You can switch it and keep it on auto to be on the safe side. Now let's look at the front facing camera. It's a 20 megapixel, and by default the beauty mode is enabled. So let's disable all this. I don't know why they do it. Make up this, I don't know why do they do it, but yeah, I've disabled it. So this is how it will look. And even we have the AI mode even in this one, and photo, so we have shot, obviously, connecting to the internet, short video mode, photo mode, and portrait mode is also there. As you can see, that background blur, it will help because the second camera actually, as you can see, is that depth camera. I don't know, what do you feel about this one? This is some similar to the S10 Plus, that pill-shaped notch. So what do you guys think about it? But let me do one thing, guys, let me actually take some sample shots with this one so that you have a better idea regarding the camera. Samples taken with the rear facing camera, and immediately I noticed that the color reproduction is very accurate. It doesn't try to overboost the colors or over sharpen the pictures. Hence, as you can see, the pictures actually look very sharp. And again, they look very pleasing, as you can see. This is a regular shot, and this was that wide angle lens. Again, regular shot, this is 2x zoom, and this was that wide angle. Again, look at the colors, how they look, very natural. So I would say the camera performance is actually really good. This was a regular shot, and this is that close-up macro, as you can see. Again, regular shot and close-up macro. One more example, regular shot, and again this was the close-up macro. Now moving to indoor lighting conditions, here also I was surprised that it actually did a pretty good job. As you can see, this is in completely artificial lighting. Then also we got some very good detail, and that picture quality I was telling, the picture quality is really good. Now moving to human subjects in artificial lighting, here also as you can see, the skin tones were produced very well in these pictures, and here I enabled that portrait bokeh mode, and here also as you can see, it actually did a good job. Here we used that wide angle lens in artificial lighting, and it did a good job. And here are some of the samples that were taken with the front facing camera, and here also I feel it did a decent job. So guys, that's it for now for the unboxing and first look at this Poco X2. Again guys, I don't know the exact pricing because I got this review unit a little bit early, so I'll also know the pricing when it's announced on 4th, but I'm expecting that the pricing will be very close to the Realme X2. So if that's the case, it should be around 17 to 18,000. And if that's the case, then I feel this is one hell of a smartphone, because initial impressions, I would say it feels nice, and even the camera looks to be actually pretty good. But what do you guys think about this? Do let me know in the comment section. Anyways guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you guys are still not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Anyways guys, take care. Catch you later.